watching over all the children.
Is she young?
Hmm.
So I like, you know how they, well, I know it's all scripted, but um, how they like to say something can't be done, but then they try to do it themselves. So that's leading my question to. So a lot of people are saying that Kamala is gonna become the president before um, January 20th through was it the 25th Amendment? I don't think so. I think she's gonna stay in power.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna stay as vice president, and the reason why is because the vice president is able to certify or uncertify an election by holding the votes. So, was this a plan in the past?
Hmm. Not relevant is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Speculation is what I'm hearing. So I think that's their opinion, and it's okay. They have a theory
Mm-hmm.
that that could happen, of course, but it's not going to happen. Not like that.
All right.
But it's all right. They're just trying to, I think, prepare a collective for disappointment, which is not a good thing to do. Don't, you know, 'cause it'll manifest, and we don't need a bunch of people believing and putting their energy into that. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's black magic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um. So I guess there's a couple. I guess I would want messages from if they decide to come through.
All right.
But any
Yeah.
message from any loved ones, and do I need to say their names, or you just want to try to?
I'll try to pick up. Usually, it's mostly the energy of a woman or a male around. Sometimes I'll get names though. So let's see what comes through. I know they like the sage. I got a lot of this whole place was smoky before our session. And all right. Yeah, I don't want to start a fire, but here we go. There is it's a female presence around your children. And then around you, you have an older gentleman to how you would know him. Because what I'm hearing is tell him it's his old man. Is it your grandpa or is this your dad? Is your dad on the other side?
No, it might be my um 4 times great grandfather, I think.
Okay, yeah, because he's like, I'm the old man. Yeah.
I'm the old man.
He's cool though. He has his energy, what I'm picking up with his energy is he was a kind of man, he is a kind of man spirit that tells it like it is. Like he's straight up with you. He
Yeah.
no bullshit. He's fiery. I like it. Yeah, very fiery. um yeah, and so he's protecting you, but he's also pushing you. Um he's a little bossy. He's coming through because he's trying to push you in the direction of higher and higher success. He knows you're doing amazing. He's proud. There's a lot of pride around you. He's proud of you, but he's trying to push you to a higher level. He wants you at a higher. It's career related. It's financial, of course, but it's more like he feels you deserve more respect. So you're the work that you're doing right now. You deserve more respect. You deserve to be higher up, higher achiever. So he's kind of pushing you in that field in your life right now. He just wants you to achieve higher. It's all about the family too. The family's fine,
Mhm.
but he wants you to be your ultimate best self, best version. Do you have characteristics like him? He said he was just like you.
That's what I was told. I
Oh.
did. So, there's probably heavily influenced in the family. I guess all except my father. I don't know where he came from, but
Yeah,
we're all hardworking.
yeah, yep,
Um, we can be ticked off easily. I don't
yeah.
know,
That's
stubborn.
okay. Stubborn. He's got that still. His see when we go into spirit form, we still are the same character, personality wise. And so he said he was just like you, but he's got your number, is what he's saying. He's got your number. So he he knows what moves you're gonna make. So
Hmm.
he's trying to guide you. But I don't know if you're getting the downloads from him or not, because I feel like that's why he's pushing so hard because you're not picking up on all the downloads. But maybe you are, and you're just bypassing it because you're like, I know what to do. I'm gonna do it this way, the way that I wanted to do it.
um, I don't think I am, but I mean, I could. You know, sometimes you get a download, you don't know you got
Yeah,
it. You know,
yeah,
until a certain something happens or whatever. I guess, and then I guess it's more like a reflection. Now you got to reflect on what caused it and all that good stuff.
yeah.
Um, is that it, or is it more, or anybody
Well,
else?
I think so. There's a woman around I feel like it's your wife and the children. There's like
Mm-hmm.
a woman presence around. I think she's connected to your wife. So it's one of her family
Mm-hmm.
members. She's not like giving me that she's old though. I don't think she wants to really come forward, but she's protective. She's very protective and like taking care of them, watching over all the children.
Is she young
Yeah,
or
she's
well?
not letting it known that she's not saying I'm old or anything. So she's what I'm picturing, she has kind of auburn hair. I don't know who this is, but like it's brownish with some red in it. But yeah, she's not old. She's pretty. I don't know who she is though, but she is
I know she just had a cousin that just passed away. And I took off work for a week to watch the kids while she went down there with her father because
aw.
he had just um, given birth and they messed her up real bad. And then, um, yeah, it was a whole like
Aw, that's
crazy thing. So I don't know. It might be her. I don't know. I never seen a picture of her. I don't think. Or
okay.
maybe I have and I forgot what she looks like. So I don't even know what her hair color is or what she even looks like.
Yeah, what I'm getting is that so she said in the sun, there's red in the sun. When she's standing in the sunlight, her hair has you could see red in her hair. So
Hmm.
find out. Because
I don't know.
I think it could very well be her because I am picking up that her energy, she's very airy and she was like a fun-loving, good, like a sweet woman, but very fun-loving and like just a joy to be around other people. She kind of lit up the room.
Hmm.
So she's real positive, positive and sweet. Um, Now I'm getting that gone too soon. So I do think it was her. Was she like in her early 30s or something?
I would probably guess either early 30s, maybe late, because I think she had an older child that was probably a teenager, I think, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I told her that, from what I was, I guess feeling that, and I guess it did happen the one or two times that they did do it, where when they brought the baby to her, she kind of like woke up because she was like in a induced coma,
Oh
and
no.
um, once they brought the baby, she woke up, and then I think it was another time she was doing real bad. They brought the baby, and I think she was doing a little bit better, and then like I
Wow.
don't know the whole situation. I think the father just was like, "I'm not going there no more" or something. I'm not sure. It
Shoot.
was.
It was a rough, that's hard. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, she is connected to your wife though. So she's around the children and around her and I see other children. There's a lot of kids. So I think it could be her, but you'll have to ask. if she kind of had some reddish in her hair, like in the sun.
Yeah.
Just see,
Hmm.
because it could be. I think it is.
Because
Hmm.
I don't know any other young people of hers that passed away since we've been together. So I don't know.
Yeah, I want to ask the cards real quick. Do you know what's her first name?
Brittany?
Brittany or something? Okay. Oh, Eight of Wands, the Hermit card. And now she's free. So she's giving us these good cards here. So it is her. Eight of Wands, she's trying to connect. So communication downloads with your wife. So she's trying to give her information. I don't know if your wife's picking up on it too much. She's in the Virgo energy. So your wife's in a Virgo energy. So that's of healing, going within, kind of being quiet, about the situation. And then this is her soul. So her soul is free. She's not in any pain. She's just a free spirit now.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, because my wife isn't like awake, but I
That's okay.
guess you could say she's like got her eyes a little cracked open, because I guess there was some type of spirit in our house,
Oh, good.
and she kept feeling it there. So I basically told her just command it to leave everything, and she said it didn't leave, but I think it did because she hasn't told me anything about it. So I guess it's gone now. But yeah, she had like she could feel it, and I think she could visually see it sometimes, but not like the
Visual.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole.
Seven of Cups. So almost like a shadow, she kind of but it was a heavy shadow.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you think you saw it, but you're not sure, but you could feel it, like for sure. It's something that moved quickly in her home, in the home.
Hmm.
So it moved quick, but it is of the light. I think it could be this sweet girl. I think it could be her. There's fire energy, Five of Wands. So she's trying to change something. She's trying to shift energy in the home, bringing her light, her what she knows from the other side. But I think
Hmm.
that she can't get through to your wife. She's hanging around more and more. But now
Hmm.
that you're here, you're connecting here, like she knows that she could come through now to tell you. And now you'll
Hmm.
probably say something, hopefully, to your wife. But if
Oh
she's
yeah, I
not
will.
open to it, she might be like, yeah, right. But if she saw shadows or felt a presence, tell her you are right on. That'll help build her confidence in the belief of the other side.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She knows that she has gifts, but I don't think she knows exactly what they are. So,
Yeah.
um,
She will. She
mhm.
will. Yeah. I could tell she's got a great energy. I think part of her's a little afraid of it. She's afraid of like, oh no, what if I find out too much?
Yeah. Also, she was like, "Oh, I need to learn how to do witch stuff." I was like, "No, you don't."
Nah, you don't have.
Early February, I think, is when there's another company that I'll be going to, and it would be a supervisor or manager spot.
Okay. I think so. February is really heavy for you. And it's a positive because it's really bright. It's like a bright light of change, transitioning the whole family, all of you for more success. So I do believe that's your career doing that, pushing that. So I think that's what I saw in February.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that is in that supervisor or it's like a lead position, and you're not having to do as much of the heavy, hard labor type of stuff. I mean, it's still going to be challenging, but you're going to like it. It's something that you're kind of made for. You're going to be really good with this.
hmm, yeah, it would probably be inventory, and I like numbers and stuff. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it'll be with my old general manager, so he knows how to uh, do like a workflow that makes sense. Like he knows how to structure stuff pretty good. So um, it's less chaotic for everybody, really.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good. Okay. Yeah,
because
you got it in
where
the
I'm at right now, whew, I just
bag.
don't know. Sometimes I try to keep my calm. I'm surprised I ain't went off the rails yet, but I'm trying.
You're doing good. You're holding it all together and you're just paving the way. It's good. And you're a good example for your children too. I'm picking up that from spirit that they're proud of how far you've come.
Mhm.
So that's really good.
Um, so I mean, I guess that can lead into a question that I had. So I know as of right now, but I know I will later in life be, I guess, more equipped with, I said you could say abilities that people have. Will I be better equipped to help my children come into their power?
Absolutely. Yes. So you're kind of, when you're around them, you kind of activate certain things within them. And then I see a little boy, but I'm not sure how old he is, but he's little. I don't know. Do you have like a 4-year-old?
Yeah, December. Yeah, he will.
December. Okay, that's him. Okay, so something with him and you are very connected. You guys have like it could be galactic or the angelic. You guys are from the same tier. Tier, that's tier. So you guys are from the same tier. I'm thinking it's angelic galactic, so it's kind of like hybrid type of thing. But that's where you both come from. So you activate him when you're around, and he activates you. That's pretty
Hmm.
cool. He'll test
Yeah, he's
you.
he is something. I can tell you that he is
Yeah.
definitely going to be a boss, an entrepreneur, and everything. How he acts, he think
Mhm.
he runs the whole everything.
He's a
He's
boss
a he's
man.
a
Yeah.
hey, what's his signs? I know he's
Is he a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Capricorn. He's twice Capricorn. I can't remember if it's his sun.
Oh,
I mean his moon or rising,
okay.
and his the other one I think is his moon. I don't know. All my sons have Aries,
Yeah, he's
so his other
powerful.
one either I could back out and figure out real quick, but
Yeah,
um
it's that little guy, the one that's 4 or gonna be 4. He's the one that came through right away. And maybe because I'm Capricorn, I connected with him. But yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely is.
You know, he's gonna test you. I heard that he'll test you, but it's all gonna be well. Like he's learning he came back into this life, but he's relearning like how powerful he is. So the more he learns, oh yeah, I can do this. I can make this happen. So as he gets older, it gets stronger. So
Yeah,
that's a lot for you to handle. And then if your other ones are Aries, yikes. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
My
good though.
daughter,
That's
she's Pisces, Aquarius moon,
good. Aw.
and I forgot what horizon is. What is horizon? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, she's something else too. She's
Yeah,
definitely a daddy's girl.
yeah. I'm picking up all of them are very special. They're little angels. They're supposed to be around here. Yep. No, you're good. So you're the ruler, the leader of all of them, the pack. Um, But definitely that little 4-year-old guy, he's something for sure. He's coming through a lot, real strong.
Yeah, he knows how to push buttons. I can tell you that.
I'm sure.
He
I'm
knows how to do
sure. Yep.
that.
Yeah, and
um,
Capricorns are smart with their mouth, but sometimes too smart. So he might, when he can, he's gonna say stuff. Yeah,
oh yeah, he definitely does.
he'll dominate the others, but not in a bad way. They're all gonna get along, pretty well. But there will be some power struggles as they get older, but that's okay. They're gonna work together.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Um, so, um, so when will I not have to worry about finances?
I'm hearing by December, you're going to feel financially secure by December. You won't have to really be worried because it's almost like you're going to know what's coming in and you'll know of your changes by then too. And also investments. So you're going to know that things are moving along. So by December 2024, security.
That sounds like it's still the same thing. I think last reading you picked up Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, Sagittarius, so
So
December, November, December, yeah.
mhm. uh so um i- is there any time frame that you could see? I know you may not be able to. Um I don't know, you may. Of when I would um have my own healing center or centers.
Ooh, okay. So in the works, I feel like 2025 of the fall. So maybe like a year from right now, you might be planning it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see you planning, writing. You're writing a lot in a journal or on a notebook. It's yellow paper too. So I think you're just writing down ideas or and kind of I don't know, do you draw like it's almost like an engineer would draw. So maybe you're gonna build your own place. I don't know. You're gonna build something or build onto it, add on. So I think it's like an add-on to an existing location that you're gonna do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know how to really structure this question, so I guess it's kind of like a maybe I guess almost like a statement slash question.
Okay.
Um, so I've been thinking a lot lately, probably past couple of months. Um, so in the future, so I don't know if this would be like parting part of the healing center or a whole separate thing in general, um, like a school to help kids come into their power or abilities, um, and not
Awesome.
necessarily maybe me teaching them, but other people.
Mm,
But I mean, maybe me. I don't know, but just open up something like that, like a school or I
yeah.
don't know, whatever you want to call it. I think of school when I think of it, but
Yep, I think that you're going to be the one to coordinate all of it and put it together. I I don't know if you'll teach either, but I see you as more of like the head guy. Like you just run everything and observe everything and keep everybody like you're managing it, because it's yours. But
hmm.
yeah, I feel like you're not gonna call it a school, but you're gonna call it like something it's something else, not institute, but it's like a it's almost like a kids college, like a little like a for little kids college. I don't know what you'll call it, but it's something really, it's really cute. And you're gonna have different instructors, but you're more like the principal kind of guy, like you'll be calling the shots and stuff, ruling the things. And it's completely all natural. Like you're gonna teach them how to heal themselves too.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking of like just everything in general. Like I don't know if there would be. I guess I don't know. Maybe by then we would be able to. Because I'm sure there are some people who have uh abilities like I don't know if it would be like a premonition or just being able to tell if somebody has what type of ability or um, I don't know. I can't think of what.
No,
Like you see it in like shows and stuff. Like
you're
I guess.
yeah, you're already manifesting this. This is coming. So it's a part of your healing center. You are going to have a healing center, but I think that's the building that you add on is actually like the school part of it where you have classes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's the building I think that you're going to build yourself. And it's attached. It's attached to the healing center,
Hmm.
the technology.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that's how I would want it, anyways, because I believe that would. I mean, I haven't been to one yet, but I do plan on going to one when I do have the right finances. But I
Hmm.
believe it not only will be able to heal you, but be able to maybe open you up more, make you more aware of yourself,
Yep.
maybe you know your soul contractor or whatever. And maybe there's certain people who need to be in a building while the system's running to activate those cell the I don't know cells or whatever. I don't even know what to even call it. I guess to help awaken you in general, maybe.
Yeah, you would be
But
helping them discover how to tap in and keep, because you would naturally teach grounding and then from grounding to listening to their inner knowing. So you're already connected, you already do it. So you're just going to teach them what you taught yourself. That's what I'm picking up.
mhm,
Yeah.
okay. Um. So what can you see my overall, I guess I don't know why I put situation, but overall, I guess being in 10 years.
10 years. Let's see. Wow, very spiritual within the next 10 years. So you're going to be in the healing, of course, what we were just talking about. This is your intuitive knowing, you're already manifesting it. So this is psychic abilities. You're going to be using your abilities, psychic abilities, to manifest all those things, to put all of it together. So you're going to be heavily into spirituality and helping
Hmm.
people evolve. So this is good. Then you have the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the card of freedom, financial freedom. That's what that is. So with the Queen of Wands, and it is Sagittarius fire, and then you have Seven of Wands. So you're going to kind of build your own empire. You're going to have financial security from building your own empire.
Hmm. And that kind of brings back to well, his name is John, from what I was told.
Hmm.
My four times great grandfather, well, four
Yeah.
times grandfather, who's my financial guide, and basically he was like, I guess basically like a bank for people. but he had his own businesses. Like he would loan people money. Um, and he had, I guess, a partner or something like that, and that's how he lost his money. But he also um, had another profession that nobody knew about, and that's how he got killed.
Oh,
So um, he was trying to, I guess, do good, and um, it didn't work out in his favor. So,
yeah.
but basically, they took his money, so his family, didn't have it after he was gone, and yeah. So from what I gather, he's trying to help me um, get to that type of situation, so that way I can
Mm-hmm.
help others.
Yes.
So,
I feel that. That's for sure. Definitely.
and I mean, I think that's probably, I mean, not, I guess, but that is one of my,
Like your
I
calling.
guess, number one passions is helping others. You know, however I can. Um, Sometimes, you're not able to, but for the most part, I try to help when, where, and however I can, if, like I said, if I'm possible at that time. So, yeah.
I believe it. That's part of your calling and like your life purpose. We have more than one life purpose, but that's like your next chapter, that
Mhm.
you're already moving into. So this is good. And you've come such a long way. Like just since we've been doing readings, like you're just more I can just feel it. You're more evolved now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that definitely changed a lot of things. Like, for
Yeah,
instance, my
yeah.
my attitude and everything. I mean, it's part due to people like you and others
Aw,
that
well, thank you.
teach
But
all of us.
no, you did the inner work, and most people don't.
Yeah.
They hear it, but they don't absorb it. And it's
Hmm.
cool that I got to see a transformation from you. Just your energy is different, but
Hmm.
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess there's a lot more to come because I'm also in my Saturn return, so I
Oh,
don't think I get out of that till 2026, I
oh
think. So,
yeah. And that's probably why it's all kind of coming. So you're in the middle of the transformation, but it's all going to come together for you.
hmm.
The action is now. So these are the days that really matter because these are the days that are making your future.
Hmm.
Yeah. The harder times are behind you. So you're at the better tail end of it, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I
good.
just have to, I have to, I think the next step is, I guess, encouraging myself to do things that I'm uncomfortable with.
Hmm.
Not for anything bad, but for positive changes. Like actually picking up the cards and reading, or whenever I do get a crystal ball.
You'll listen to what's
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
You're doing it though. I know you do it like when you're busy working and doing things, you're actually still in tune, like you're still listening to yourself. So that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Multitasking.
try. I try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard, but I don't know. All
Mhm.
you gotta do is keep trying, and
Yep.
one
Ex-
day.
Yes.
So, I guess, um, any general readings on anything that I may need to know. I don't. I think I asked that already, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Look at you with all the pentacles. Now you're getting the six and the eight. So I think Spirit really wants you to feel confident and feel motivated that that abundance is coming in. So don't worry about it. It's already in the works. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, you're going to receive. And then there's security, protection with the Four of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes this could mean like good news is like almost coming in for you. But I think
Hmm.
this is also more about that the incoming of the financials, like what you've been waiting for is just around the corner. Like this is going to
Hmm.
be the good news. Maybe it's going to be public, announced or something about crypto. I don't know. But there's going to be really good news coming for you.
Okay.
Yeah. All Pentacles. Let's see anything else. The Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Financial Security. And it's also December. It's Capricorn. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. And I think by December again. Yep. Ten of Cups. You already had the family. And then you want the abundance, more abundance. So it's coming in.
Hmm.
And then the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups with the Eight of Cups, the moving. That's in your future. So it's kind of reviewing what we already talked about, but it's going to change your whole family in the good way of success, but it's also going to help you guys to move, relocation.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife is a little aggravated about not being out where we are right now, but
Aw.
I can't, I can't really do but so much. She wants me to spend more time with the family, so I mean, I want to as well, but
Yeah.
um, she's a stay-at-home mom, so it's kind of hard, you know.
Yeah.
So, I just got done with my summer job, so there's more time to spend with the family, but also that income is not there. So
It
I have
will.
to.
Yeah.
Then
Wow.
some other stuff happened to where I had to pay some more bills, and
Aw.
so I'm just trying to stay as positive as I can, and
Yeah. And just keep pushing along. Well,
mhm,
I mean, your readings have been very positive today. You haven't really had anything bad at all. Now you're getting the
mhm,
Ten of Pentacles. So strategizing, that's kind of what you do all the time. You're strategizing how to make things better. And then Queen of Cups. So she's going to feel more emotionally content. It's all going to get better. Just right now, you're still
mhm,
transitioning and you're the one trying to push things along. So it's hard to just make it happen like that. So in time, but you keep getting December, and you even got November, that November 11th, November 16th, very powerful. Something's going to change there. And I think it's the property.
mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to fly off the rails because of that stuff, because of so many like unprofessional stuff with it. It's just crazy, and they glad I ain't got nothing to do with, like, as far as in charge of it, because I already done said something. So I'm trying to be as you know nice about it as possible. But yeah, it's been, I think, like since March, April,
Wow.
and it hasn't even been signed and changed over yet.